It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll keep our eye on A.J. Terrell.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. The Steelers at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Back to throw here. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Patriots coming out now. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert off of play action. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down.
T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
If we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
New England's offense set to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Derek Brown never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flush, and the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's Herbert. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Derek Brown. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What
think.
do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth
from 6 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
2nd and 9 now.
And he whips that one incomplete there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. New England's offense set to go.
They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert now. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Boswell for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2nd and 14.
Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
now here's another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 4. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert, he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Herbert on 1st down now.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Finds
and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Smith from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have got it on cruise control. Now, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. 2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw here. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them to 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They'll set up a throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This that uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now out come the Patriots.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 25 on second down, Herbert over the middle. He completes it to Robinson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The offense on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading in.